And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. So guys, here we are. I'm going to play my first ever episode of Diablo 3 now. It's really interesting. I've been buying a lot of games recently, like old stuff that I had on PS3 or that I've not got around to. Okay, I didn't press anything. Let's watch this little intro if there is one.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity.
Cool, eh? Animation style.
Leah, are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness.
Love the sound of rain.
You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Damn, son. One problem with me playing this, honestly I've started so many new games and old games again, which I'm just overly confused on all controls, so I don't go back on them for a long time because it's like, oh. Okay. Okay, this looks complicated. Okay, these are the... You gotta go with wizard, don't you? Let's have a look at this, the class of the... Sorry, I'm just reading the side parts. I don't know what the seasonal thing is again. Reap exclusive rewards while the season lasts. I can't remember what the season does. Should I play seasonal? Should I try it? Okay. I don't know what that means exactly. I'll be called Marion, that's fine. Okay. Trust him. Shit, a lot of stuff. I love a lot of stuff, eh? Well, midnight's a nice colour. So is that deep pink actually? We'll stay with midnight, yeah. Bear claw. The dragon, the moon raven. Oh, flame, that's pretty cool. Like a lily maybe, something totally unexpected. Okay, magic based, vipers, spiders. Tree, oh tree, yeah, like a tree of life, that'd be kinda cool. Okay. Damn it, there's too many games. There's too many goddamn games. It's really frustrating, I'll be honest. Okay. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to do normal. I'm a total novice to this game, so it doesn't make any sense to be challenged more than I already am going to be. So Darksiders 3's on the move. Darksiders 1 and 2 were magnificent games.
Since my youth, I have been told
Bond
that
Kai.
I'm special.
Bonkai. Shadow Bonkai. Oh my god, all that power.
Of vast potential. I came to the Ishari Sanctum, seeking what knowledge I could glean from the masters.
Bonkai.
But I found them fearful of the truth. I would learn nothing from them.
Now I make my own truth. So it's a good game, and I stopped playing it because there's just too much. Star Trek Online, guys. Phenomenal, massive, massive game. Amazing.
And all
You play on your starship on bridge, beam down to planets, play as your starship in combat. It's phenomenal.
then, a star fell from the heavens. The sign that my moment.
Just watch some videos about what will happen in 100 trillion years, 100 quintillion years, a Google years. Amazing. Sorry, I'm talking over the commentary, guys. Another thing, a UFO expert came out, finally released a documentary. He's been under strict instructions by law not to release anything until now, so he finally has been able to. Now, this guy is an expert. He has briefed the presidents, the CIA directors. Now, President Clinton, the CIA director, says, yeah, we know UFOs exist, we know they've crash landed, we know they visit us. And they asked this guy why they've been lied to, and he had to tell them there's all these deep black projects. Now, he's got over 4,000 radar contacts with these UFOs, these alien craft. He's seen bodies. He started as a medical practitioner, and he was roped into doing some sort of autopsy, purely by coincidence, on an alien deceased individual. And since then, he's worked on making contact with aliens peacefully, and that's what got the government interested in him, because they realised that him and the group he set up had actually cracked a way to peacefully communicate with these aliens. and suddenly he's briefing Joint Chief of Staff, presidents, CIA directors that all know about it. But there's all these deep black budget projects that do you know the US military can't find $1.23 trillion of its military budget's been spent on unknown things. And listen to this, the guy who puts together the briefs for the Joint Chiefs of Staff for the US military, I mean, this guy is chief of military intelligence, he's an admiral or a general, I don't know whatever military suit he's from, but this guy, he rang up one of these deep black projects and he said, yeah, he didn't know any of these. They were like a list of 30 that had hundreds of billions of dollars every year funded to him. And he didn't know what they were, so he wanted to be read in on the project. And the officer said, I know, sorry sir, you don't have a need to know clearance. And this guy, he ordered him and he wouldn't do it, like refused to give this admiral, he was like a 3-star general or an admiral or something. It's crazy. So guys, the reason we've not had nuclear weapons in space is more interesting than you might think. Now there's treaties to stop it, but we've tried several times as a species, particularly Americans. There's an amazing site where they visually saw contact with a UFO in space. They'd finally launched a nuke into space in the 70s or 80s, I'm not sure when. And this basic extraterrestrial craft shot lasers at it, and what they're considering were like laser weapons or some type of electromagnetic weapon, something, but it looked like lasers basically on the telemetry. And it like shot this missile, then zoomed across, shot it 4 times, and like kept zooming across really quickly. And then the missile wouldn't explode. Now we all see these alien adventures and movies where we get invaded. Now this guy's convinced that actually these aliens, like, they're so advanced they could wipe us out. They're not interested in us, particularly they don't want us, and they don't want anything on our planet, any technology. I've always said this for a long time. You get an alien craft landing, and then we've got technological development in the last 100 years that is faster than the last 200,000 years. You know, it's just not a coincidence, reverse engineering. Now, this guy's convinced from... I mean, he did a let me just say this. He did a press conference, which the military... Actually, he had ex-Navy SEALs, Special Forces, who like agreed with his stance on releasing this information to the public. So he had like full security teams. And the building they were going to do press conference from had every newscaster there, every major media outlet. He had a panel of over 20 we're talking admirals, special black ops projects, CIA members, like people who have worked at Area 51, who was like, yeah, these alien craft exist, we have reverse engineered them, we now have our own alien, reverse engineered alien craft, we have anti-gravity technology, we have zero-point technology, we've had these for over 100 years in some cases. And actually, the CIA and the other hidden agencies and cabals that don't really officially exist, these Navy SEALs and Special Forces found him trying to plant radar transmission jammers and all this sort of stuff on buildings so the signal wouldn't get out. This is how concerned they are. Now, President Clinton agrees with this guy, and the special assistant to President Clinton came out and said, "Yeah, we agree." And this guy went to this doctor, his name's Dr. Stephen Grenier, I think, or something like that. Went to his house and said, yeah, President Clinton's on board. He wants you to release his classified information. You've got permission, da-da-da. And Dr. Grenier's like, well, will the president do it? He says he wants to, but he's concerned he'll end up like JFK. And Dr. Grenier started laughing, and this guy's like, no, we've been serious. We're afraid for his life. We consider him a person of importance to put himself at jeopardy. The ex-president now was scared to come forward with this information about aliens and UFOs because he was scared for his life. That's phenomenal. Guys, there's so much proof out there. 90% of it is bullshit. It's misinformation by these organisations, by Area 51, by the military, to make people laugh at the idea of aliens and stuff like that. It's all misinformation put out there purposely to misguide people. But this guy says, look, Dr. Green is like, look, I've got testimony from hundreds of people, but only about 20 of them had the nerve to come forward publicly because hundreds of them were scared for their lives. And these are admirals, generals, Air Force pilots, people who have tested these crafts, have flown these crafts, worked on them, engineers, medical physicians who've worked on alien embryos and bodies. This is phenomenal stuff, guys. The documentary is called Unacknowledged. You've got to go watch it. It's on for about an hour and a half. It's phenomenal, phenomenal. The proof is finally there, and I'm telling you, a lot of the world won't take it seriously, but guys, we've got highly credible people that have worked on these projects, that have been part of these deep black projects, finally coming forward and saying, yeah, we have this time, we've got 0 point energy, which we could have free energy for all the planet and stop destroying the Earth. But, you know, we're keeping it a secret. Believe it or not, the reason, like, is it Lockheed and Boeing, Lockheed Martin and Boeing, they've actually developed, they're the two major companies that have developed these anti-gravity, reverse-engineered alien craft. And do you know what the purpose of it all is, eventually? And the German scientist who built the V2 rockets, then came to America, worked on the Saturn V, put people in space. On his dying bed, he told this woman who was a school teacher, he knew somehow, he wanted her to work for his company. He says, you've got to work for my company. The 4th stage of their ultimate plan is to stage an alien invasion so they can have ultimate control over humanity. And you might be laughing, but no, that's why they're building these reverse engineered alien craft. Not so they can go, they've got anti-gravity technology, we don't have to have pollution anymore. You don't want to give it us. Not so they can go and explore stars and other planets, but so they can control the planet. That's phenomenal, isn't it? That's mind-blowingly stupid. But this shit is real. Anyway, Dr. Greer is actually absolutely convinced on all the evidence, what he's seen and the way that we're acting, that the aliens have been here for quite a while, but they've only been interested in us since we split the atom. They're like, oh shit. And I've said this, you see all those multiple explosions on a planet, you can, if you've got the technology, you can see it from anywhere. We could probably see nukes go off, they look like supernovas, not quite as bright, but you've got dozens of tests on a planet, you'd be like, what's all that activity coming from that one planet? So they came to explore. And suddenly, like, you know, 30 years later, we're in space. They're not concerned about our progression, they're concerned about our aggressiveness as a species, that we're willing to. And this guy's like, look, these guys could take us out anytime they want, but there's theories that they're not willing to let us leave our solar system until we stop trying to militarize space. Like these craft and aliens have actively destroyed nukes, gone into space. They could have taken us out anytime. These other species, and by the way, the CIA on a document have confirmed that they're aware of between 2 and 6 different species in our Milky Way galaxy. That's not a lot. There could be ultimately millions out there, but they've got absolute proof, bodies, and confirmation of 2 to 6 different species that have crash landed here or been shot down. We've shot UFOs down. We've shot them down, believe it or not. And you might be thinking the technology's so advanced. Yeah, but we've developed ways. We've got their technology now. We've developed ways to do this shit. So guys, this is phenomenal stuff. Dr. Stephen Greer, I think his name is. Unacknowledged is a documentary. The book's out. Go buy it. Go watch this on YouTube. This shit is phenomenal. Guys, this guy's been doing this for 30 years. He's had his life threatened. He's got special forces, black ops people protecting his family and him. This is no fucking joke. Presidents scared to come forward to say this shit. Presidents and CIA directors have been lied to. These guys are like, yeah, we know these aliens exist. We know this, but we want to know why we've been lied to by... Why me, the director of the CIA, has been denied the information? Why the president, who is the leader of all these people and organisations, because these people are like, well, you're a temporary employer. The president's a temporary employer, or you've got an agenda that might ruin ours. It's phenomenal, guys. It really is. Anyway, let's get into the game, guys. Let's see what we need to do. Okay, so
this place reeks of the dead. The fallen star must be near.
Okay, so that's a roll. Do I have a... Okay. X is a fire spell. Square is nothing at the moment. Triangle is nothing at the moment. Circle is nothing. R1. L1 is life. L2 is nothing. R2 is a different spell. Okay. I don't know what that means exactly. Okay, that's that. Okay, so here we are. We've got cast a block of arcane energy towards an enemy. Okay. No armor, no anything. This is awesome. It reminds me a lot of Warcraft. It is Blizzard, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, this is great. No, this is really great, isn't it? you're like, yeah, this game's like so old, it's embarrassing that you're excited. I'm like, no, I can be excited. Yeah, get on, son. I'm such a beast. So what does that do? Little attacks. Yeah. The undead are scavenging the landscape. Ooh. Who are you, young sir?
Prophecy sent me in search of the star that fell on this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
Going down. So what bar am I building up then?
Nicely done.
Oh, it's
I've
level
never
up
seen
bar.
anyone fight
Nice.
like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Oh, cool, Ray Frost.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
Don't know what that means.
I came here to study the fall of old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What?
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one
I think it
last
healed me.
time.
Cool.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
I don't have any coin, do I? No. 1,136. I have 0 coins. It's a bit crazy. I have no armor. Oh, imagine what cool armor you get. Oh, cool. Okay, what am I supposed to do with this? You do not have any unidentified items. Oh, okay. Okay, I've got stash options.
I promise, Marco, I'd protect
What's
you.
this?
But now he's dead.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town.
I'm gonna go in here.
Coward tried to run away.
Okay. That's a quick load, eh?
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
It's powerful, but yeah. Drains my arcane.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will make certain that doesn't happen. Your town is safe.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Okay. Go back to Rumford.
16 militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back.
Captain Rumford on the way.
What can I do to help you fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Thanks for the warning, but I won't be dying today.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
So, can I pick up weapons? I mean, I can pick up weapons, but I don't want weapons, do I? I mean, I don't want swords. Yeah, I know how to evade. I accidentally did it several times. That's powerful, isn't it? You dead, yo? Just keep looking at my map. What's down here then? The musty cellar. A barrel. Okay. Close. Chest dead end first. Chest. Reptilian tunic. Oh. I need to check that. See what that is. Paragon. Okay, now inventory. Equipped, okay. Yeah, I don't want to equip the dagger. No. I guess you can use optional weapons, you don't have to use your magic, I'm guessing, but... Or maybe you can't, maybe it's just for selling. You know, like, it's class specific, maybe. Okay, nothing else down here? Let's get out of the musty cellar. It's a big cellar, isn't it? Okay. Wretched mother's killed, 1 of 3. Okay. Dead, bro. Okay. It's a pile of bones, my lord. My lord? Righto. That's from Warcraft 3. Wicked game. Frozen Throne at best, I thought. I've got it on Mac, but I don't think it plays on this version of Mac. And if it does, I've got one of those shorter keyboards, and it's just difficult, more difficult to use. Can find this last mother. Hey, mother. I can see why this did well. Like, it's got that feel to it, innit? That old traditional Blizzard quality.
That should put an end to the attacks, at least for now.
Pulse. Okay, skills. Oh, it's level 4, is it? Okay. Okay, let's see what this does real quick. Okay, alright, let's try that for a bit. Righto. Oh shit. Get freezed, son. Oh, the wretched queen. Okay.
Old Tristram. Diablo himself once walked this place.
I think I prefer the other ability. I don't know why. I just. I will kill the wretched queen. I'm just gonna check in here first. Wow, it's a lot of enemies. Okay, do I have this stuff equipped? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Cool, yeah, my movement speed. You can feel it as well. It's on up a little bit, but you can feel it.
I don't have enough arcane power.
No. Okay, no. That rain melts me so fast.
Praise the powers that be. Griswold, bless his dear heart, risked everything to bring that dear boy home from the cathedral. Though he is troubled and moody now, I am certain it will pass, and he will once again be the sweet wort we all love.
Before I go in there, I just want to see what's in here. Can't get in. Okay. Okay, so I can teleport here. Interesting. Oh, nice.
Thank you for your help. But could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him. I didn't think I could get any better.
Defensive, okay. Well, let's change back to that. I think I prefer that. So my defensive is that.
Need more time.
Don't know what it does exactly, but it's on a timer.
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut.
Open doors, get a bit warm in here. 1 second, guys. Usually it's a nice draft through. It's just been too hot here. in the UK. Way too hot. No draft for the last 4 days, and finally there was one last night after it started to rain and thunder.
Some brand new goods you
Okay.
might be interested in.
I want to sell that. And that, and that. I want to sell. So I want to sell. That and that, yeah. Cool, okay. Let me have a look at this skill. Ah, blasting about enemies and freeze them in place. Okay, cool. So, well, wait, when we went in here though.
It doesn't feel right
Okay.
being in Uncle Deckard's room.
This is his house. Let's have a quick look.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Alright guys, I think we'll leave it there just as a tester episode, because 36 minutes in I did spend about 5 minutes talking about the Unacknowledged documentary, which if you're interested in pretty much conclusive proof that we've been visited by aliens, several species, and they're not hostile, but they are concerned about our hostility, which is why they're not letting us into space. That's why we've been orbiting Earth for fucking 60 years nearly. It's crazy. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all on episode 2 shortly. So cheers.